Good morning. Today is December 12th on a Wednesday, 2018. It's going to be a good day. At least I think so. But um it's kind of weird to talk about because I want to use this channel. I kind of keep this kind of on the down low. I don't like to put out my opinions out there too much. I usually like to keep things relatively neutral. I keep names out of it. And I try to be as what is it? It's what is that word? Uncontroversial as I can. But today, I guess I just really want to talk about that recent thing on Fortnite with that. I don't play Fortnite personally. I just think it's just not my game. It's not. It doesn't hit my demographic. I'm not the target audience, so it's not exactly my game. But I understand why it's such a big game, right? And it's cool. It's cool to see that kids are enjoying it and stuff. I mean, at the same time, as a teacher, I find it very frustrating that for many of these kids, that's the only way that they're showing any sort of effort in. But it's not really the matter of that. It's really the matter of this guy, Mr. What's his name? I don't even know his name. Mr. Moth guy, Mr. Deadmoth. And I watched the video. I watched the full thing, and I was just horrified. I can't believe that that actually happens. I'm married too. I'm married. I'm a teacher. I have a lot of stuff on my plate. I cannot game as much as I used to. I know all weekend I pretty much played Smash Brothers, but that was kind of my wife and I had the agreement that we need to get this all unlocked. That's why she's so awesome. We got to get this all unlocked so we can use it at a party. That makes a lot of sense, right? And I did spend $80 just recently on the two controllers for it and the adapter for the Switch so I could play it. But once again, that was under an agreement, and in a sense, it's part of our relationship. Gaming is part of our relationship. It's we play games, we buy each other games, and inevitably we do get into fights over games, and it's not as bad as it used to be because I like to think that I became a teacher before I became an adult. So I was very childish when it came to video games. I used the time off I had back then to play video games and stuff. And I was being seen as a very lazy guy. My argument would be "Oh, I'm so stressed. Oh, blah blah blah." And I've gotten older, and I've really settled down by a lot. And there's a lot of responsibilities that I have to hold on to. So I've noticed in the past couple of weeks, especially the past couple of months, I've dramatically reduced my gaming time. Even when I have time, I opt to do some other kind of chore, because there's other stuff that needs to be done. Now, what bothers me, because this video, if you haven't seen it, it's the video of a basically domestic abuse happening over this game. It was so sad to watch because you see a guy, and I get it, he's supposed to be the one that's making the money, this is supposed to be his job, and the reaction in public, the lack of thought put into that, just you don't even turn off the thing, you just go at it, you let your behaviors get the better of you, and I'll admit, it's when it's a kid, there's a level of understandability because they're young. They still need guidance. But this guy is the father of 3 children, a fourth coming, and then got this incredibly toxic relationship from what we can glean. And my takeaway from it is just I'm glad I'm not like that, but at the same time I'm saddened that people like this are the representation of our community. And we're not all freaking insane gamers like that. I might not be what I used to be, but I can hold my own in a game. But at the same time, I'll tell you right now, if I'm winning at a game and my wife needs me to do something, I'm axing that game right now because I'm gonna stop it. Because why? Because it's like important. There's more important things, and I could always play the game again. But it's just like there's that feeling like you can't always reset the relationships you have with a person, right? It's you can always reset a game, but not the relationships that you damage because of the game. So for me, I prioritize my life. So if like a really important thing is happening in my life, I'm not going to, I can always go back to it. You know, um, and this is coming from an MMO player. I play a lot. I play MMOs. Sometimes my team depends on me, but hey, there's still some there's still relationships that need to be taken care of, and it just saddens me. Like it actually does kind of like it really does affect me, just because this is our reputation. This is like and like gaming these days, especially this year, it blew up. Like literally, almost everyone's a gamer at this point. It is a mainstream thing now, and along with that, we're seeing a lot of mainstream. We're seeing a lot of the scaffolds and the forums that would make something mainstream. People's getting involved. There's commercials about it. It's just so much part of our culture now. And as a result, you're just bringing in all people from all walks of life, not just from, like, back then, it was just really the kids whose parents could afford games, or even kids, not even that, or, like, kids who just were into video games, who weren't into sports, who weren't into anything else, just really, really nerdy, just like I am. Nowadays, you got, like, these, like, e-jocks and stuff and whatnot. But today, you got literally people from all walks of life. So now you got like the community being represented by a bigger group of people. I don't know if you guys know this, but back in 2014 there was this big controversy called Gamergate, where the reputation of a gamer was challenged and also damaged because we were seen as essentially anti-feminist and stuff like that. And that's just in a nutshell kind of thing. You look it up. It's a big rabbit hole. But, this stuff damages our reputation, And on top of that, it's playing a Fortnite. And I don't know, personally, I think Fortnite's a pretty casual game. So it's just like a casual gamer, like, doing this. It's like, oh gosh, come on. I'm like, oh man. Just the fact that I called this game a casual game can probably be very controversial. But, I played it. I wouldn't play it just because, like, I don't. Yeah, I'm not gonna put my opinion out on that on this vlog. I really hope this vlog doesn't get found. But yeah, that's just my opinion. It's just like, it bothers me that this is going. This is what's taking the attention. Like, I will admit though, like people like I know that popular streamers like Ninja have like hit some very occasional controversial things, but at least I like the image that he put out there, so that's fine with me, I would say. But geez, man, when you got these people too, it's just like, oh man, what are you guys doing? What are you doing? Anyway. I spent like 9 minutes on this thing, so I'm gonna end this and it's not even about my school, but it's just stuff that bothers me. Just like it really does bother me that like the gaming has turned into this thing now where like literally every I don't know if teachers have experienced this when Pokemon was big. I don't know what it's like now. Like I don't know what it was like back then, but man, I don't know. I'm probably gonna ask my coworker about that. She's been teaching. She's been teaching since Pokemon came out, so even longer. She was probably teaching. She probably was in her 10th year when she taught Pokemon. No, she didn't teach Pokemon. She was probably on her 10th year when Pokemon came out. Let's just say that's how long she's been teaching. Man, I wonder if I'll ever get to that point. Be like, oh yeah, he was probably in his 7th year of teaching when Fortnite was out. Could you imagine? Oh gosh, I would love to like work that long. Oh, lights turned off. That's just how long this vlog went. The lights turned off. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.